Hey everyone, this is Jeff Jewett with LayOffers. I've got my COVID-19 official outfit on, and I'm excited today to announce the fact that we've launched LayOffers.com. So this week is going to be a little bit different. In the future, I'm just going to drive right into the layoffs that have happened recently. I'm going to walk through some of them and some trends that I've noticed. This week, what I want to do is actually kind of show you really kind of quickly how this all works. So on LayOffers.com, we've got our live layoff list. If you click on that, what you'll find is a list of all of the layoffs by month. You also have the ability to go in and click on any individual day and see ones for that day. As you scroll down this list of layoffs, one of the things that you'll notice here is that there are certain companies that have candidates. So Ritual, for example. So these candidates are available. The site's 100% free. They're available for recruiters or really anybody that's hiring at this time. So feel free to click that, set up an alert. You can reach out to any of these candidates that are available. So let's jump right into the layoffs. Some of the ones that really stood out to me were really some of the tech companies. And that's primarily because, you kind of expect some of the hospitality, hotels, travel companies to really be having layoffs. But what really kind of blew my mind was, some of these tech companies that, up until now really looked promising. So companies like UserMind, MindBody being a big one, with almost 700 layoffs. Other companies like Dynamic Signal just recently had a layoff. That's a company that looked really promising. But the biggest thing that's just happening is just the velocity of layoffs is just really increasing over time. Obviously there's some delay before, some of these layoffs really get presented. But if we just look at last month as an example, one of the things you'll notice is just the number of dots represent the number of layoffs. Obviously the red dots are the more serious of the layoffs that have happened. So when we just start looking at last month, just look at the 31st, it was a crazy day for layoffs, and it just continues and continues and continues. So it's a really important time to really hold these companies accountable. One of the things that we're doing here at LayOffers is actually creating company profiles for every single one of these. So for example, if we look at this Cube Truck in here, which we have some candidates for, we've tracked 2 layoffs impacting 427 people. Our data goes back about 2 years. I wouldn't say it's 100% complete, but we've done our best to try to aggregate as much of it as we can. One of the things that you'll see here is you have the ability to invite layoff victims. You can join the company discussion. But what I was saying about holding people accountable is you have the ability to actually review the company. So as an employee, you can actually log in here and you can review this company. That's everything in terms of what does the future of the company look like? How highly would you rate the CEO? How likely would you recommend this to other people? You also have the ability to go down here, and if you are a victim of this layoff, to actually go in and rate how the outplacement services provided by the company were. This is a really critical junction where how companies are treating their employees during this transitionary period really is going to kind of set the tone for their future. And this is one of those things where we really want to recognize the companies that are making those sacrifices and treating their employees well. At the same time, we want to kind of create a warning for the future for the people that are really just making sacrifices just because they're taking advantage of the fact that we're in this economy and maybe there was some bad business decisions going up into this thing. Obviously, certain sectors, there's not too much that they could have done to really prevent the layoffs. Others may have just mismanaged money. I think this is really going to be an awakening for a lot of the tech companies because we're really seeing a lot of tech companies go under. And you would think that they would be a little bit more insulated. One bad quarter shouldn't destroy a company unless that company was already on their last leg. So those are my thoughts on layoffs as of right now. In the future, these will be a lot briefer. I'll really just cover some of the biggest layoffs, and I look forward to having you join me. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.